Heading: Methods for getting input from users. Heading: Direct methods. Heading: Personal face-to-face interview. First point: the designer meets users personally and asks questions to understand their needs. Side heading: Advantages. First point: provides detailed information. Second point: allows immediate clarification of doubts. Heading: telephonic conversation. First point: user information is collected through telephone calls. Side heading: advantages. First point: saves travel time. Second point: enables quick communication. Heading: focus group. First point: a small group of users discusses their opinions and requirements. Side heading: advantages. First point: collects different viewpoints. Second point: encourages idea sharing. Heading: team workshop. First point: users, designers, and stakeholders work together to identify system requirements. Side heading: advantages. First point: improves collaboration. Second point: helps resolve issues quickly. Heading: monitoring field study. First point: designers observe users performing their actual work in the real environment. Side heading: advantages. First point: provides real-world user behavior. Second point: identifies practical problems. Heading: requirements prototyping. First point: a simple prototype is developed to understand user requirements. Side heading: advantages. First point: clarifies user expectations. Second point: reduces misunderstandings. Heading: user interface prototyping. First point: a sample user interface is created for users to evaluate before final development. Side heading: advantages. First point: improves interface design. Second point: receives early user feedback. Heading: indirect methods. Heading: information services intermediary. First point: information is collected through representatives or intermediaries who interact with users. Side heading: advantages. First point: saves time. Second point: useful when direct user access is difficult. Heading: media survey or questionnaire. First point: users provide information by answering printed or online questionnaires. Side heading: advantages. First point: collects responses from many users. Second point: cost-effective. Heading: sales and marketing. First point: User requirements are gathered from sales and marketing teams who regularly interact with customers. Side heading. Advantages. First point. Identifies customer preferences. Second point. Understands market trends. Heading. Email. First point. Users send their feedback and suggestions through email. Side heading. Advantages. First point. Convenient communication. Second point. Maintains written records. Heading. Customer or technical support. First point. Support teams collect user issues, complaints, and suggestions. Side heading. Advantages. First point. Identifies common user problems. Second point. Helps improve the system. Heading. System testing. First point. User feedback is collected while testing the system before release. Side heading. Advantages. First point. Detects usability issues. Second point. Improves system quality. Heading. Customer group. First point. Feedback is collected from a selected group of customers representing the target users. Side heading. Advantages. First point. Provides valuable user opinions. Second point. Helps understand customer expectations.